it's Cal from Cal's Crafts. How you all doing? Oh, just getting bum comfortable on the chair. Whip and chat day. Whoop! So we're still we're still doing our Cheeky Cheeky Monkey. So sorry if you're easily offended, but hey ho, you know. This is a thing, this is one that I like. I was gifted this one by Dee. So thank you, Dee, again. I know I thank you every time, but I do love this one. It just makes me chuckle. So I thought we'd carry on doing this one. We're nearly halfway. Nearly. Can you see if I move it down to there? Just so it's a little bit nearer me. So we're going to do number 3s. Yeah, number 3s. Yeah, number 3s. And I am using my Paddy Wax that Tree's gifted me, and I've got it cut into a slither ready to put into my pen if I need it, because it's easier to do it that way. And then we're going to start. I haven't done any on this week. I have not brought it out at all, so I've not done any diamond painting at all. I've been concentrating on my cross stitch because the Stioch final pattern was dropped on Saturday, and I hadn't done the week before because it was to do with the eyes, and I'm like, I can't do it. So I had to pick up the courage this week and think, right, yeah, come on, no matter how it turns out, just give it a go. So I did everything in the order that they told us to do it in on the pattern. She said to do it in this order and you'll be all right. Well, I was fine till we got to the eyes. And I don't know whether it was the colours I'm using or the blended or what, but I couldn't tell what stitch was going where, when and what stitch I had done and what stitch I hadn't done. And I was getting so confused, and though I was marking it off as I did it, but I'd done it. And then I had to do the back stitch. As you all know, the only thing I'd ever done before Stioch was just a cross stitch. That's it, just that X. That was all I'd done. And with this one, you've got long diagonal component 1, long diagonal component 1 and 2, or long diagonal just component 2. Then you've got quarter stitches and 3/4 stitches and back stitching, and you know what I mean. I was like, probably a little bit out of my depth, if I'm honest, but I was in Sips and Stitches group, which is Pippa Brown, Marissa, which is Crafty Heifer, Jessie, Mislaid Pages, Rachel Ray, and a few other of the girls, and they were very encouraging, and especially Jessie and Rachel, they were brilliant, and Pippa, they said, come on, you can do it. So I did it. I'll show you, but well, you will laugh. It looks like it's done 10 rounds with Rocky. Can you see? Bless his house. Look. Look at his eyes. His nose looks like he's been a bit squashed and he's had it a little bit bashed. I can't stop laughing. I mean, yeah, you can see their eyes, but it doesn't look much like Hugh Laurie, does it? Earth House. I don't know who it looks like, but it's my first attempt. So I'm very pleased with the rest of the border of my writing, and I like the hair, and I don't mind the lips and the chin. It's just the eyes lets it down. But hey-o, we learn. But I'd still have another go. And especially being on, as I say, Sips and Stitches, because they are brilliant. Just having to swig out my birthday cup. Got some coffee left. Yeah, so I've been concentrating on that. So now that's completed. So I'm really, really chuffed. Really chuffed with myself that I actually kept going and did it. As I say, it's not perfect by any means, but it's what I could do at the time. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, and then I did some of my other cross stitching just to chill out, as they say. So yeah, diamond painting got left a bit by the way, but I'll be doing it today on this, and then I do it on my live. I always do diamond painting on my live on the Sunday, so it does get touched twice a week, you know, to be fair. It's just that I'm not the quickest, and I do apologise if my speech is a bit slurry today. I'm having a bit of problems with my speech and with my words today, so I'm trying to keep it under control. But if I do say the wrong word, or I do slur or stop and start or stutter, please excuse me. I mean, we have had a giggle over it this morning, but it does get a bit frustrating, so I'm concentrating hard on to get my words out properly. What else has been? Oh, did you come and join me? Did you come and see me on the Sparkle-a-thon? Did you join everybody else last Sunday? Well, it was Saturday and Sunday. I was in and out of them all Saturday and Sunday. It was brilliant because there was always something on. Somebody's live that you can pop into, have a chat if you wanted, or just have it on in the background while you're doing stuff. And that's what I did mostly Saturday and Sunday, was had it on in the background. And if I sat down with a coffee or whatever, then I got in and had a little chat. And then of course it was mine, and I was a little bit nervous. You wouldn't think so, would you? But I thought, oh, nobody's going to turn up to mine. Only you faithful lot that always come every Sunday. But I thought, no, we'll just act as if it's a normal Sunday live, and that's what I did. And we just did our Would You Rather, and I think everybody enjoyed it. They seemed to anyway, and we did have a giggle over some of the answers and things. And I really enjoyed it. It was just so much fun. So I've got to find some more now for tomorrow night. Well, it'd be day for you lot in America, but evening for me. Some questions and would you rathers. And I have printed out some silly jokes as well. See if you can guess the silly answers. Knowing you lot, you will though. You're pretty smart up there. You're all singing and dancing, you lot. Yeah, so I did that. I got into colouring. I did a colouring video this week, which I haven't done for ages. I coloured my fox in, because I was so nervous of colouring the fox in on my Imagimorphia by Kerry Roseanne's book. But I did it today. Not today, the other day. I was really chuffed how that is. So I've got to complete the undergrowth that I started, so that it's all done by next time I do the video of it. So yeah, I really did enjoy it, and thanks everybody that did watch it, because I know not everybody's into colouring, and I always get a lot less people watching, but I always have lovely feedback on it, so it just keeps me going to keep trying. And there's Mrs. Coffee says you've got to keep practicing. If you're not going to get better if you don't practice, and that's what I need to do. I need to do more colouring, so I practice more so I get better. And I want to have another go at one of the grey scales, the dragon grey scales that I did, the red dragon, because I really enjoyed that. So I'd like to have another go at that. Can you hear the wind? It's so windy here today. It's like scattered showers, then heavy shower, then sunshine, but it's really windy, and it's supposed to be like this all day. So the kids bought Grant for Father's Day the barbecue, only a cheap one. So we had our first barbecue in probably about 4 years last night, maybe longer. And by God, it was nice. Only burgers and sausages, and the kids had sweet corn done on there. You know, the corn and the cobs. And then I did like salad stuff to go with it, and rolls and stuff. But it was really nice. So Grant's been to the butcher's today, because we got the burgers from Tesco's. They were all right, but they're nowhere near as good as the butcher's. So he's been and got some. And we said we'll either have another barbecue tonight or tomorrow, because I've got a Zoom call I want to join the Zoom. Marissa McCarthy's Crafty Heifers Zoom call this afternoon, which is 10 a.m. I think for you lot in America. So I like to join in that, even though I don't say a lot, but I like to listen to everybody chatting. So Grant said he'll cook a barbecue, even if it's drizzling, he can just go under the canopy. So I said, yeah, that's fine by me. But I do like food that's barbecued. But he was putting the charcoal on, and I said, look, you don't need that much charcoal. Yeah, you know, man, got to go. And fire, got to pile it up, haven't they? I said, you don't need that much. I'm telling you now. And what did he have to admit? I shouldn't have put that much charcoal on, should I? I said, there you go. Why don't you listen to your wife? Why do men think they're the king of the barbecue? They do though, don't they? They know it all. And when he was lighting it, he got lighter, you know, the barbecue lighter fluid. He was so happy spraying that on everything. Honest to God, he's worse than bloody kids. I said to him, just don't set yourself on fire, please. He just looks at me and grins, carries on. I think that's why he's got this stuff, so he can play with the barbecue again. Because we've always only had, the last one we had was literally, it was about a 1.5 foot wide, round little pot belly. It only stood about 1.5 foot off the ground. And that's the only thing we had. We used to take it camping and everything. It was a good little thing. Well, this one is probably, what was it, 3 foot long. It's only probably about 1.5 foot wide. But it's got the mesh, and then it's got a lid with the vents and the thermometer on it, so you can, I don't know whether roast it or whatever you do, I don't know, whatever you do with it when you put the lid down. But it's got like the shelf in the lid as well. But the only thing with the shelf in the lid is you've got to balance it just right, otherwise it all falls out, as he found out yesterday. So of course he's having great fun with this, because he can cook far more on it, control it far better. So he's in his little element. So I said, well, if he wants to do it again today, that's fine with me. I don't have to make up any coleslaw because I did a big pile of it yesterday. So that's already done. Salad doesn't take many minutes to chop up. If they want me to do a chopped salad where it's all mixed in a bowl, I can do that, or just put it all separate. I said, that's easy peasy. Only takes a few minutes. So I don't know what we do for lunch, because very often on Saturday we have burgers for lunch, but so we're going to have it for our tea time. I don't know. Maybe I'll do toasty cheese sandwiches if we've got any cheese left. I don't want to go shopping though, but I'm going to have to go shopping to get some rolls. I hate food shopping. Does anybody else hate food shopping? You've got to think of things to cook, then you've got to go and get bloody shop and get it, then you've got to come home and put the bloody stuff away, and then cook it after. Ugh. Yeah, no. I wish I enjoyed cooking, but I'm alright once I get started. Somebody tells me what they want, I'd be fine, but they always leave it to me. Well, what do you want, Mum? What are you going to cook? What are we having? I don't bloody know. Tell me what you want and I'll cook it. If they said, right, we want this Monday, this Tuesday, this Wednesday, this so-and-so, I'd be happy as Larry. Because I could go out, get what we need, put it away and cook it as needed. But no. It's always left to me to make the decisions. Is anybody else like that? Just get fed up with trying to think of foods. You can always guarantee somebody doesn't like something that you cook. Now they're old. It is better now they're a bit older, because I say if you don't like it, cook your own. Cook yourself something different. I mean, when they were younger, I couldn't do that, but now they're getting older. I mean, Joshua's the worst. He's very fussy, but to be fair, he does more often than not now cook his own meals because he's so fussy. And that's fine by me. Looking good, isn't it? Looking good. I had a nice shower this morning, so I got Millie to plait my hair, but half plait, so it sort of starts from halfway down my head. Because it's just so hot, because my hair's grown so long. It just gets so hot, so I said I need it out of the way. Can't bear it down with this heat. I've had, my dad bought us 2 little fans. Well, I went to pay for them, and he'd paid for them before I could get my purse out. Bless him. He said, at least I can do everything you've been doing. I said, oh, shut up. I mean, they were only cheap fans, but they are so good. So good. So I've been sleeping and I literally got it on my bedside cabinet and my face is nearly in it. I got it just facing me. I know it's lovely. Because the other night it was just, oh, it made me feel sick. It was so hot. I mean, I don't sleep under the covers. I've even been brave and I've got the windows open, which even Grant said that's unlike me, but I didn't care. I was just so hot. And I hate it because you start to feel sick, don't you, when you get too hot. So this fan is a godsend. But I don't think we'll need it today. It is a bit humid at times, but with the wind it's cooling it down. So it's back down in the kitchen now. And one thing about this weather, there's no flies today. Oh my God, have we had flies galore this week. And Jess, poor old Jess, I think it must be, she has been bitten by, oh, what do you call them? I can't think what they're called. Horseflies. There must have been one got in her bedroom or something. Well, they look like horsefly bites. She's got a bite size and then the ring is like that around it, red. Massive. So I put some cream and stuff on it and give her an antihistamine. She's got about two on the one leg. I think it's 3 on the other leg. But there's only like 2 of them that are really bad. So I put pen mark around them yesterday because I was getting a bit worried. But it didn't get any bigger. The antihistamine had kicked in. So I said, just keep an eye that they don't become infected. Because like I say to her, don't scratch it. But like she says, I can't help it when I'm sleeping, can I? Which is true. But yeah, so I'll keep an eye on her because I said we might have to go and get antibiotics if it doesn't go down. So I don't know what to do because there's nothing you can do. I mean, they need the windows open because it's so hot. Whereas I said to them, if they can stick it now, maybe with the fan on them, it won't be so bad because I said the wind off the fan should keep the flies away from them. I mean, we've got these fly papers up. And I mean, I'm not being funny, they are gross. Absolutely bloody gross. But they do the job. And I said to Grant, when you count up how many you've got on your fly paper, and then you look around and there's still more in there, you think, oh my God, if I hadn't caught all them flies, would that mean all them would be in my kitchen? Yeah. And yesterday I was dancing around with a tea cloth because there was this big, huge, bloody buzz-off fly. Oh, God, does it make a noise? And when I was sat down having a cup of coffee and I was doing, I was rendering my floss tube yesterday, and it kept buzzing right by my bloody ear. Why do they come by your ear? Why do they come by and buzz by your ear? There is no reason why they need to come near my ear, but yeah, it's got a buzz. So I was chasing it around like a mad thing yesterday with the tea cloth. And I was, you know, where you ring up the tea cloth and then try and whip it. Nah, it's too fast for me. And then it goes into hiding, so you can't hear it or see it anywhere. And then as soon as you sit back down, here it comes, the blooming gown. And it's like, ooh, bloody thing. And yes, I don't use a tea towel after it does go in the wash, I assure you, if I do get one. But it's I used to use a newspaper, but it's not quite as effective. If you can get a tea towel and, you know, ring it up, hold both ends and use it like you would catapult, and then flick it at the thing, the speed of it usually gets them. Right, is that there? 8. But this buzzy thing, yeah, yesterday did get on my bloody nerves. But it's quiet today. Mind you, Jessie had one in her bedroom. No, in the front room yesterday. And she recorded it on her phone, and Millie brought it in for me to listen to. She said, listen to me. I said, where the bloody hell was that? The noise. Oh my God, it was horrible. Really horrible. And she said, that's a fly in the front room. I said, oh, no. So I open my back door now, and I put that, I've got like a curtain, but it's about 2 foot short on the bottom, so the dog and cats can come in and out. So I pulled that across. So I'm hoping the flies aren't going to be wise enough to duck down. That's a darker one. But we'll see. We'll see. Come here. Give him a shame. Give him a shame. Yeah, girls have been out this week as well a few times. Jessie's been meets up with her friend and they go walking around the lake. I think I said to you in one of the videos, but they've been going every other day, so they're going again at 2 today, and they walk up this steep woodlands up onto where the golf course is, have a picnic, and usually walk down. Well, I say a picnic, it's like a wrap and a bottle of water, that's what Jess takes, and maybe a rice cake. And then they come back, walk around the lake, and then she phones me to go and pick her up. But I think they're going at 2 today, so I don't think they're taking anything to eat, just their water. And Millie's actually been out as well. She went with her friend last week and met up again yesterday. And they went down the river swimming yesterday. She said it was really enjoyable. She said there's quite a few people down there, but everybody kept their distance from each other. She said everybody was mindful of the 2-meter rule. So she said it was really pleasant. Nobody infringed on anybody else. I said, oh, good. Oh, what else? Oh, Joshua's necklace. I was telling you, wasn't I? I was telling you last week about that his ASOS necklace hadn't turned up. So I'd emailed them. Oh, can you wait 4 working days because, you know, coronavirus? And I thought, you know, when you read an email, it comes through at night, and I thought, it's been over 4 working days since it estimated delivery time. So I emailed them back the following day. I said, look, Hermes has not, the courier has not had anything off you. Nobody knows anything. It's been over 4 working days. And seeing as I paid £4 postage, I was expecting it to be here. It's 2 weeks now since I ordered it, and it got dispatched. I said, so where did it get dispatched to? And I think think it's disgusting you charging that amount of postage and it's not even here, and nobody seems to know what's happened to it. Well, that evening I got a text off Hermes to say they've just had a package off EOS, and it would be out for delivery on my courier. I think it was within 48 hours. And then the following morning I had a refund of the £4 postage, saying that that it was Hermes had lost it, and then refound it, and that it should be with us, which it was. It did come yesterday. I mean, it was only a little tiny cheap necklace for Joshua to see whether he fancied wearing the necklace, but he didn't want to spend a lot of money on it in case he don't like it. So it was literally a parcel about that big. So I can understand where a little parcel would go missing, but £4 postage, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I did get my postage back on that. So I was quite happy with that. Yeah, I was on form this week. Also Powers Plus, the people that are supposed to be handling my mum's finances for the care that she had, and they owe my dad 1 month's worth of care money because he paid it out. So I phoned them again. Oh, I'll have to chase it up. I said, look, I'm not being funny, I'm not being shitty with you. I said, but enough's enough. I said, he's old age pensioner. He's nearly 82. He's used his savings, I said, to pay this full care for the first month. I said his wife is going to have to go into a home. He's going to have to find money to get stuff for her for the home. I said, and he hasn't had his savings refunded back to him. I said, so how's he supposed to afford it? I said, look. And she said, oh, well, you know. I said, yeah, this is what I get all the time. Oh, well, you know, we're going to have to speak to so-and-so. I said, just tell me now, do I need to get my MP involved? I said, because I will. I said, if that's the only way I can get my dad's money back, that's what I'll do. She said, oh, leave it with me. She said, I'll phone you back at the end of the day, she said, and get onto the finance and see what's happening. I said, well, has the other bill been paid? Oh, yes, that got paid. I said, well, how come that got paid when that's a bill after the one my dad paid? So I wasn't happy. But she did, fair play, she did phone me back to say the money would be in the bank this week and that she would text me the date that it would be in. And it was in yesterday, so he has had his money back now. So hopefully that's the end. But why have you got to threaten him with an MP to get any... I mean, this was February it started this. So this has been ongoing, sorting out the payments since February. But I said, at least it's sorted. And then we had the massive meeting for the assessment for my mum to see what kind of care she would need. So that was a bit taxing because the social worker didn't turn up. So they phoned her and she said, well, I left a message, I wasn't feeling very well and I wanted a Skype call with you. And I said, well, we haven't got anything to Skype with, but we can ring you off the mobile so you can listen. Because if she doesn't hear what's being said, then we might have to do it all again. So that's what they did. So it came out that she was a couple of lows she had. Few moderates and then a few high, so she needs nursing care 24/7, although she doesn't need it all the time, but some days she does. So she should qualify for the full package plus nursing top up as well, which means the National Health will pay into it, so that will make social services a bit happier. And the care home, because we'll get money towards actual nurse for mum. So I phoned, because nobody knew whether the care homes are taking back on. So I phoned the care home that we like the look of, and they were absolutely lovely. And they said they hadn't been taking any new patients in, well, residents they call them. But as from that week, they were starting to open up, and they'd got a few beds vacant, few rooms vacant, which was promising. So I explained, you know, what mum was like and what the assessment thing had come out of, and he said, oh yeah, we have to do our own. I said, yeah, I know, you'd have to do your own assessment to make sure that you could, you know, supply the nursing care that she needs, and that she'd have to have a coronavirus test 48 hours before she would be released from the hospital. I said, yeah, that's all fine. And there he goes, you do realise social service aren't the swiftest of people. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, I know it's got to go before a panel so they can say yes to the funding or no to the funding. I mean, they've got no reason to say, because they can't keep her in a hospital or EMI ward forever. Although she's happy there. I mean, they look after her well. They do her hair and her nails, and you know, they really do make sure that they're okay. But she needs to be where we can go and visit her. And they said they've got no visiting times. You just come and go as you please, as long as you sign in and out. And we can take pets in to see her. So I said that will be good. So I said I can take Lily in to see her, because she loves Lily. So I said I'm looking forward to that. And they said they are at the moment, they've just started this week as well, is letting relatives in to see their residents as long as they're masked, because they've had no cases there and they want to keep it that way. So fingers crossed, everybody. I've filled in the finance forms, I've phoned the home, I've phoned the social, I've done the hospital, so hopefully I've done everything needed now. That it just, when it goes before the panel, everything's in place for him to say yes. and we can just get her moved and then get all her personal belongings that she'll need moved over. And Dad's worried that she's going to hate him. And like Robert, the ward manager, said, he said, you won't, because we tell them like they're going on to the next stage of their recovery. And like he says, we're not lying. He said, but we don't tell them that they're going there forever and ever and not allowed home. He said, because that would distress them. We just say you're going on to the next stage of your recovery, he said. And they're usually quite happy because they think, Mum's generation thinks like it's a convalescent home, because that's what they used to do years ago, isn't it? So she will think that's the sort of place she's going to. And they said it's easier for her to understand than getting her upset and thinking that she'd never see her home again. But we will be allowed to take her out, so once restrictions are lifted and everything, we can take her out for the day. And they do like birthday parties there, or anniversaries. If you want a little party there, you can. You can even sit and eat your meals with them if you want to. Just let them know. And we would pay just for our meal, not for hers, because it's all included. And we can sit and have meals with her if we wanted to. So I thought that was nice. So that reassured me, speaking there. So he said, I'll send you over the welcome packs and, what's it called? Where it says how well they've done and all their policies and all that. So when they've been in the inspections form, so and then Fair Play sent them over within 20 minutes. So I read all that, and that's all satisfactory. And like they do put on there, look, we are human beings, we do make mistakes, you know, we're not 100% perfect, we hold our hands up, but hopefully we learn by them, which I thought was good. Because if they say, you know, 100% everything's always all right, we do everything brilliantly, you think, hang on a minute, nobody can do everything brilliantly all the time. So I thought that was quite good, that he's quite honest. But they like feedback, you know, so yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. There's a bloody 3 there I missed. Oh, there's a not dark one for number 3. Come back here, you. See if I can turn it over. Kimia! Won't turn over, guys. Every time I turn it, it flips back over. Oh no, I just flipped it on. Oh no, I thought I'd flipped it on the floor, but I haven't. Oh yeah. Yeah, Grant's got a job in Cornwall. Well, he's had a job in Cornwall for the last 4 or 5 weeks, but we can't go down and do it because restrictions in Wales haven't been lifted, but they're supposed to be lifted on the 6th of July. So we can travel anywhere, so that means, I mean, he could go down on his own for work, but it's too far. It's like over 300 miles. So he likes me to go so I can do some of the driving, because since the stroke, he gets very tired very easily. And I wouldn't want him to go on his own anyway. So we've booked to go down on, is it the weekend after or the weekend after? I can't remember what the date is. But we were looking, we're going to take the dog this time. So we only go for 1 night. But it's just a breakaway, you know, just to see something different. So we looked on the day that we said we were going to do it. So we were just waiting confirmation from the bloke that he's got to go and do the work, that it was okay. So we looked at the prices, and they were about £70, I think, for a room for the 4 of us. And then you paid for a breakfast box breakfast box on top, which is usually about £8 each, something like that. And so he didn't get back to us till the following day. So that night we got back online. They put their prices up over double. So it was 100 and... No, it was triple the price, wasn't it? Because it was £170 it had gone up to, from £69.99, from £70 to £170, so another £100 for the same room, same night, everything. and then you pay £20 extra to take the dog. So we had a look at all the other hotels, and everywhere had done the same. So they must have thought, oh, everybody's going to want to come from Wales and stuff, so we will whop the prices up. And of course we've got to pay it because he's got to do this job because it's been on hold for so long. So I said to Grant, so I've paid. I said to Grant, look, let me pay it. I've got my little bit of disability that I saved up. It was going to go towards a laptop for me. But I said, well, spend it on the room. And then when you get the money that this bloke will owe you, you can give it me back. And if we need to pay bills with it, well, we need to pay bills with it. Do you know what I mean? My money's your money, your money's mine. But how about putting prices up that high? I mean, how can they justify that? You know, it was like, really? But I am quite looking forward to it because I do like the driving down there. I do enjoy that. And I'm going to enjoy the fact that we can take the dog down there because we'll be going down to St Ives, and it's so beautiful in St Ives. You know, I said to Grant, there might not be any cafes or anything, but there'll be lots of takeaways there that we can have. And loads of places that you can go and sit, and do you know what I mean? You know it well enough, as they say. And because we've got the dog and we've got the room that we can go into if we need to, and you can eat in your room. So I'm looking forward to that. So it'd just be nice, because we'll leave about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I think we've got to be down there for, is it 9 or 10, and then we can stop a couple of times to stretch our legs. Because I need to, because of the fibro in my legs, I need to stretch them every couple of hours. So it's going to be nice. I can't wait. And the girls enjoy it. Josh won't come, like. He'll probably get in a mood because we want to take my car, so he won't have a car to drive, but hey ho. Got plenty of mates that got cars you can go in. Mine's more comfortable because Grant's car that he has for work has only got 2 doors, whereas my car, though it's an old car, but it's got 4 doors. And it is easier if you've got 4 doors when you've got 2 kids. So I don't have to clamber over everything all the time. And I find my car more comfortable to drive as well. Oh, I've got a bit of coffee left. Oh, it's good you have a mouthful. Good job I don't mind cold coffee, innit? Yeah, so I don't know what the rest of the day will bring today. I've got washing the washing machine. I've just put it on pause while I did this video, so I'll finish that off. Oh, can you hear that noise? I know it's cruel, but I do like that sound when they get stuck on the fly paper. I can't help it. One less fly in the world. I just don't like flies. I just don't like them. So what do you think? It's coming together, isn't it? So what have I got? Oh, I'm going to do some, I think I'm going to do some cross stitching on my crossword one today. I was going to kit up one of I've got another 3 there. One of my other projects that are on about in my floss tube. If you want to see what I've got in the works to do, have a look at my floss tube because I've got some nice new patterns to try. Which I'm quite excited about. So I might kick the one up because I've got the project bag that I had the Stioch in. That hasn't got anything in it now. Well, won't have when I de-kit all that away. So I could use that one. And I want to, yeah, I'm not sure which one to start though. Because I've got a couple that I really want to start. You hear that, Minnie? Why have they got to have these noisy exhausts and things on? I don't understand. It must be an old frumpy fart because I don't understand it. And guess what? It's raining. Hear this noise on the window. Look up and it's raining like mad. Squidgy over. Are they 8s or are they J's? So I do the three, not the 3s, I do the 6s and the J's off camera because I need my one of these things, what they're called. Oh, can you see it? One of those magnifiers thingy bobs. I need that to some I can see. And it's not too bad up here today. I can see a lot of the J's, but some of it I'm not, you can look and you're not quite sure whether it's a J or a 6. So I just use that to confirm which one it is. So I might finish them off before I put this away. Seeing as it's raining, because I was going to go out the back to Grant, but if it's peeing down rain, I don't particularly want to sit out there, even though it's under the canopy. With the rain, because it's windy, the rain will be blowing in. There's only one side now covered. We did have 3 sides covered, but since he's done the deck in, he took the other 2 down. Well, they were ripped, to be truthful. The wind had ripped them, so he's got rid of them. So there's only one side on there now. So the rain can, if the wind's in the whipping it around. Oh, there's a 3 one there. Where did I see that 3 there? That's lucky. Some of them jump from that into there, and sometimes I forget to check the tray underneath to see whether it's got any left in there. I don't know whether that one flew somewhere then or not. I don't know. Do you think I'll have enough to fill these in? Don't think I'm gonna, am I? Never mind. Alright, you lovely lot. I probably bored you to tears enough today. We've had a catch up on the Withington household. So I will say I love you all dearly. Thank you ever so much for popping in and seeing me and listening to my whittling on. It's much appreciated. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming and having a look. You might like to stick around and press the old subscribe and notification button for me. And the ones that keep coming back, you know I love you all dearly. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And I love it when you comment. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you're doing over the weekend. Yeah. So I'll say take care. And most importantly, stay safe. Bye for now.